welcome back to another video. Now this one is for you if you're looking to get started on Amazon, or if you've just gotten started. If that isn't you and you've progressed past that point but you need a little bit of a pick-me-up, which I can totally relate to in Q4, then you'll also find something in this video for you as well. Now, I was scrolling along in the world of Amazon TikTok and I came across a comment that stuck with me by someone who is clearly keen to learn about how to sell on Amazon. They want to do it. That I've seen their comments on multiple Amazon related videos, and today's comment, as I say, it just kind of stuck with me, and I thought it'd be really good to do a video about this for anyone else that is feeling the same way, because Amazon is not just about the how to, it's also about you as well. It's you that's taking this journey. You and how you feel about it is just as important as the actual physical A to Z process. Now, this person commented that they'd basically learned a lot so far from having watched all these Amazon videos, and they're keen to get going with it. But the thing that is putting them off is that they're scared that what they buy will not sell. And I completely understand. It might feel initially like a bit of a gamble, and it's like I've saved up, I know, a few £100s, a few $100 that I'm going to invest into this new potential path that will just make me more money. Really, I'm starting down this path. What are the chances of it being successful? And I understand that. I get it. I have been there. Now, what I'm going to say to you is this. Now, if we're looking specifically at the sales side of things, like if I buy something, what if it doesn't sell? Like, I'm scared that I'll look at it and buy it and do the whole process, then it just won't go anywhere. Now, you are quite safe if you've done the analysis process right before you buy something. This is why having a tool like BuyBotPro is essential for any Amazon business. If you are going in blind and you are buying things without any information to back it up, to back up how well it sells, to back up eligibility, to back up IP stuff, competition, all of those crucial aspects, if you are not looking at those things, then you probably should be scared, because I would be dead scared if I bought something completely blind and had no clue about its past, about what it's doing presently, about what it may do in the future. And that can only be found out by doing a proper analysis prior to buying the item. However, if you are doing that analysis, if you're using BuyBotPro, it will tell you everything you need to know about the item, and you can make a confident decision about your purchase because you have the tool there that's telling you what you need to know in terms of, is it safe IP wise? Will a brand come after me with an IP claim if I attempt to sell this? Am I eligible to sell? Is it hazardous? What are the fees involved? What's the competition like? What's the buy box rotation like? The sales per month, what does that look like? The BSR, all of those things you can find out dead easy in a matter of seconds in BuyBotPro. So if you have all of that information, chances are you're going to make sales. That's going to be successful for you. There is still, looking at it realistically, there is still a small chance, a very small chance, that even after a correct and thorough analysis, and you can do it as like super thorough, there is still going to be a very small chance that it just happens at the time when you buy, something changes for the item and it might just fall off a cliff. There's been many items over the years that have just done that. They've been going really well, and then all of a sudden no one's interested. It just sort of nosedives, and you can't really predict that. You can't. There's nothing that can say, oh yep, tomorrow that's just going to fall off a cliff. Like, it's not really something you'd expect. And I'm not saying this to scare you, but that is the reality of it. There's not really anything to be scared about. Most products that do well for a period of time, or just in general all year round, will continue to do so at those same periods just the following year. Like if it does well at Christmas time, for example, chances are it will probably do well the following Christmas. If it's like an essential that someone's going to buy all the time, like a shampoo, it's a daily essential. You use it every day, every other day, a couple times a week. that sort of thing people need all the time. If you find one that sells well, makes you a decent profit, it's going to do you well all year round. So yeah, it's for more sort of like niche items where you might have that sort of thing happen, where it just sort of like takes that nosedive. But to be honest, you don't really have to worry about that very much at all. Okay, it's not very common. If you've done your analysis, as I say, you can see the sales figures and so forth. You can make that confident decision. You will be able to assess the items past and present to figure out what it's going to do in the future. And that is the very best that's the very best guess that you'll be able to take towards the item's future. It's backed up solidly with very good information. You can go in confident. Now, if you didn't have that information, that's when I'd be worried, as I say. Now, in general, if we're just talking about feeling scared to start Amazon in general, like, not just in the reselling instance, just in general, what if it doesn't work out? You will not get anywhere by thinking about those what ifs. And it's a common thing amongst people. We always think of the worst. It's never what if this actually works out? What if this works out really well for me? It's always the negative. And we have to find it in ourselves to just push past that. Just have that there, have that thought floating there, and just do what you're going to do anyway. Just do it. Take it along for the ride. And then eventually it will get out of the car and you won't even think about that anymore. You will have what ifs, not just at the start, not just a month in, not just 3 months in, not just a year in, not just 5 years in. You will always have a bit of a what if, and that is just natural. That's normal. There are 5, 6, 7 figure sellers out there that have those same thoughts, that had the same thoughts and feelings that you do right now prior to starting Amazon. And I'm sure anyone who's watching this who has sold on Amazon for a while, they can tell you that sometimes, they're probably still scared about some items that they buy and wondering if it will resell well. They're worried about X, Y, and Z. There's going to be things like that. That's normal. It's no different really to anything else, except with this Amazon thing, it can drastically increase your income because you can have multiple income streams. It unlocks something truly wonderful, and you are not alone in the way that you feel. So you just sort of have to have those thoughts there, and you just have to do what you're going to do anyway, because that's the only way you're going to find out. That's the only way that you are going to find that success that you're looking for, by just going for it. And hey, if it doesn't work out, if in that worst case scenario where if it doesn't, and to be fair, that's going to be quite hard to do if you have done the analysis properly on your products. If it still doesn't work, you've given it a try, and you won't be left wondering about if that would have worked, if it wouldn't have worked. You gave it a try, and that's the best thing. But you stand far more of a chance of it going right if you've done a good analysis before you buy and sell things, because not only will a good analysis help you find things that are going to do well, they're going to help you avoid things that aren't going to do well, which is just as good. So hopefully this has helped make you feel better. If you have those same thoughts, just go ahead and do it. Hey, there's a link to some free training in the description of this video, Arbiversity, completely free Amazon training, which will get you from not knowing anything about it to sending your first things off to Amazon and making your first sales. Literally free knowledge there for you of how to do it. So take those thoughts with you. Just go, you know what, you're coming with me. You're coming on this ride with me. We're just going to do it. You do that. You get this knowledge, which is free. It's obtainable. Not just from this course. There's lots of free knowledge sources out there. If you have a look, YouTube, TikTok, podcasts, there's so many places where you can find knowledge. Take all of that with you, and you will find success. Hopefully this helped you. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you soon.